Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Stardew Valley 1.5 here on Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. As you can see by the calendar, we are going to be starting off the night market. So we have 2 days during which we can actually go from 5 p.m. and participate in the night market. Now, the night market is truly an amazing thing, which has been eventually added to the game. Right now, I'm not really sure in which patch it is, but it's not really that important. What is important is that there is a variety of merchants who will allow you to help decorate the house or get your hands on a bunch of seeds. Now, the 15th in particular might be important for us because on this day, one of the merchants is going to actually carry spring season crop seeds. So this is actually cool because if I would get some seeds, this would allow me to theoretically not be forced to wait out until the 1st of spring, so I would go see Pierre and grab a whole lot of, let's say, cauliflower, or I can go see Sandy and grab a bunch of rhubarb. And rhubarb is actually more profitable than cauliflower. It takes one more day to reach full maturity, but if you are using deluxe speed grow or things like this, you will not bother with that. And also it will heavily depend from the farm layout which you are using, because if you are using the beach farm, you have only so much farmable land, and I really don't want to be using that much the watering can, to be perfectly honest. It takes forever. Now, speaking of watering can and the tools, we did put our pickaxe to be upgraded on the previous episode, and because we have the night market, I'm not really sure how the NPCs are gonna be working. So for example, I want to get another fish pond constructed on the farm because I don't think I do possess sufficient quantity of wood to have the third barn upgraded. So we're gonna have to take a look at that, and based on that I will see if Robin will be willing to build for me the fish pond, because tomorrow is Tuesday, so if they are gonna be working out, I'm not gonna be able to ask for it. And we did get an upgraded barn, and I would be able to purchase goats. However, Marnie tends to go on Monday to see Pierre, so this is why it's kind of a difficult for me to determine if the NPCs are gonna be available. So let me take a look if Marnie has any special schedule for this day. Okay, so she has a special schedule for winter the 16th. So at 6 a.m. she stays in her or at her home. 9 a.m. stands behind the counter of her shop. 4 p.m. attends the night market. 11:40 p.m. walks back to her house. Okay, so she doesn't work out. Interesting. So now that we know that, what about Robin? Does she have a special schedule? Okay, she also has a special schedule on the winter of 16. At 8 a.m. she's at home. At 9 a.m. stands behind the counter of her shop at home. 5 p.m. leaves her shop to attend night market. So tomorrow we're gonna see two lovely ladies there. So they are switching it up. They're skipping the leg day, as they say at the gym, and they are gonna actually walk to the night market. So that's perfectly fine. However, I'm not really sure, since this counts as an event or special event, if they will be willing to do stuff for me. So for example, if I would put in the fish pond recipe or the blueprint to be constructed on the 15th, theoretically she might start working on it on the 18th. So we're gonna have to see how this is gonna work out. On the next episode, Wizard is gonna have his birthday, so we're gonna talk about him, of course, at the next episode. But because I have a ton of Void Essence, which he loves, it should not be that much of an issue to befriend him and give him his birthday gift. So yeah, we have two night markets, which is gonna kind of affect also the capabilities of me being able to go to Skull Caverns, for example. But because our pickaxe is currently being upgraded, yeah, I don't really think that is gonna be my main priority. So we're gonna see what's happening around the farm. So let's go check the TV. Let's go see what the weather is gonna be like tomorrow. So we're gonna have 2 nice days. And today's a lucky day. And living off the land, so let's talk geodes. Geodes are hollow stones that often contain valuable minerals. A blacksmith can crack them open for you for a fee. Now there's a different kind of geode, and each one yields a different subset of minerals. The rare omni geode, however, can contain every kind of mineral. So yeah, we have quite a lot of omni geodes, but because I kind of don't want to splurge out too much with my cash, we're gonna see how this is gonna work. Now, on the end of the last episode, I was able to make some preserve jars, some cheese press, and some more recycling machines, which now I might be regretting a bit because, like I said, I would love to have more wood. Unfortunately, here I keep all the seeds, and as you can see, I really do not have that many seeds prepared for the spring season. What, 1 kale seed, some strawberry seeds, that's awesome, but that's not gonna carry me over too far. And of course I want to have some variety, so I'm gonna see what's up. Now, let's take a look at the actual snapshot of the farm so that we know what's happening. So, the good news is that we have a bunch of coffee done. We have also 4 fish ponds ready to give us something. It looks like one of these surgeons are gonna request something. I'm actually glad that the ice pips have finally decided after a year of waiting that they're gonna give me another row. We have a ton of stuff in the crab pots and the recycling machines, which we are gonna expand the production, because sometimes I just keep pulling more and more trash. Now, on the other side, we have 2 iridium quality sprinklers, which have the winter forageables that are ready to be harvested. Because we now do have the botanist skill, I will be only picking up the iridium quality, so that's actually good news. And, well, then we have still that 1 seaweed, which I did not pick up. And we have also another crab pots. There's gonna be something in the mushroom cave. I'm gonna go take a look at the greenhouse too, so this is gonna be one fun day. So hopefully you are ready for another adventure. So yeah, I'm actually thinking I'm gonna pick up all of the row and load it into the preserve jars, which are waiting to be loaded with some goodies. We're gonna take a look at the animals. I also need to take a look at how much hay do I have left for the rest of the winter, because we are officially reaching another week. So 592 out of 720. Okay, so far so good. We can get additional goats for the second big barn, but I'm gonna see how that will work. Okay, Nautilus shelf. This might be a bit tricky for me to get. Or shell, not shelf. So this thing can actually be foraged at the beach during the winter time, but I'm not really sure how it will work with me gathering stuff at the beach during these 3 days, since if I will try to go to the beach, the ships are gonna be docked there, but I will not be able to interact with any of the merchants, so I'm not really sure it's the best outcome, but we will see. We will see what I will be able to put together. So I'm gonna try to deal with all the crab pots for now. I'm gonna go say hi to all of my moo-moos and the goats, which have randomized names, because honestly I had no idea how to name them, and I still don't know if I went with the right option. But anyhow, that is the current status, and we're gonna try to get rid of some of these things in order to free up that space in my backpack, and I'll talk to you in a couple of moments. So stick around, enjoy the episode, and let's talk soon. Okay, so since I'm watering these things, let's talk about the forageable seeds. So obviously, I'm gonna first save these things up and go grab the seeds which I have already pre-prepared so that I can actually plant those. The reason behind that is I want to see how many of these things can I then sell or turn into additional seeds based on my personal needs. And also how many of the crystal fruits can I keep for theoretically turning them into crystal fruit wine, because the more added value I get out of these things, the better it will be for me. So we're gonna make some additional seeds here. We require like 24 just for one iridium quality sprinkler. So this is gonna do it for now. We do have some mahoganies ready to be processed. Now, one cow seems to always be making some issue and some fuss when it comes to milk production. I'm not really sure why that is, or if it's just the different quality of the cheese that I'm receiving, but I would really appreciate it if she would decide to knock it off. It's kind of annoying to me to keep a track of all of these things then. Okay, 153, good news, good news. So we are getting close to having at least 2 mango saplings, which is awesome. We're gonna be able to sell a whole lot of stuff here. I want to hold on to the rubies for now. I want to hold on to the coffee too. Be actually awesome if I would be able to use up the silver star coffee. Unfortunately, one coffee bean is gonna be left behind, but I can live with that. The cheese is done, and we're gonna have to go see Robin regarding the construction, as I mentioned previously. So let's try to take all the trash which I can, cram it in here. I still have a surplus of trash, but at least I'm getting some coal and other cool stuff out of it, so it's still worth it. Okay, we're gonna be selling this cheese, and I'm gonna be grabbing those supplies for when I have to. Okay, so I'm gonna make as many seeds as I can right now. This is gonna leave me with a bunch of crystal fruit and some crocus. So I'm gonna actually sell the crocus, the cheese, the winter fruit. I'm gonna keep the crystal fruit for the production of our lovely wine. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff. Actually, I think I have discovered a way to get rid of the old rod. I'm just not sure if it's the best thing to do. What if I would unequip you? Yeah, this is the way. I'm gonna get rid of it and free up some space, because you cannot sell these things. And let's face it, once you have the iridium rod, who is gonna pick up the fiberglass rod? Am I right, or am I right? God damn it, with these magnetic powers of mine. Okay, so let's try that one more time. So that is gonna free up some space, and we are gonna be able to continue afterwards when I grab 5 of these, and 200 pieces of these. And I'm gonna be able to pop one coffee and do the run to see if Robin is gonna be willing to do the fish pond thing. However, first I wanna remove this scarecrow just to be on the safe side, so that there is enough space over there, because that is the direction in which I want to keep expanding those structures. So let's go and make that run. Along the way, if I will be able to, I'm gonna try to gather some wood, but I don't see any of it being able to be here. I'm really sure I want to be tapping into those oaks which are growing by the train station. So let's see if Robin is gonna be here. She is here. So we're gonna put in the request for the fish pond. And the fish pond's gonna go over here. Hold on. So we wanted to do 1, 2, what, right? 2. Okay, so there's gonna be, this is gonna be the gap, and then there's gonna be like additional 4 fish ponds, so we're gonna have 12 fish ponds to work with. Awesome. So this one can be constructed. And now I'm gonna be able to... Ooh, crystal fruit. Participate in more activities. Now, I do have that curiosity lure, and I'm gonna be actually tempted to test it out while I'm doing the fishing in the submarine. I unfortunately completely missed the high concentration point. So I'm gonna be trying to get the midnight squid or the blobfish, because those fish are really great when it comes to you getting the roe out of them, or just generally getting cash for them. But the problem is 40% of the chances of you catching something is gonna be the seaweed. So we're gonna see how that is gonna work out, and if the curiosity lure is gonna survive long enough. I'm gonna also take the trapper bobber, which I should still have somewhere around the farm in one of the chests. This is gonna actually spice up at least a bit my income for today. I still have not gone to the mushroom cave, so I still need to take a look at that. We're getting some largemouth here, that's nice. And I'm not really sure what are the chances I'm gonna come across the nautilus shell. And also if I do have one of them stored away at the farm, so that's gonna be one of those cases where I keep telling everyone to store one piece of everything, and then I do the exact opposite thing and sell everything, and then I don't have thing for these quests or upgrades for fish ponds. Rusty spoon, we have already dealt with that. The high concentration spot has been worn off. So let's return to the farm, and soon we're gonna be able to participate in the night market. Okay, so, sorry for that. Let us continue. Soon the night market is gonna start up, and I'm gonna try to participate for as long as possible. Coconut wine, wonderful. We're gonna replace it with crystal fruit. I'm gonna put this over here, this over here, so it's not taking up too much space. Can put the Omni Geodes right now here. Rusty spoon has been already donated. The fish can all be sold, and I need to find a place where I keep the minerals, because I'm quite sure, since the quests are rotating, that I will require the things for rock rejuvenation and such. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so the event has started. Do not forget about the mushrooms. It's not that much of a cash income, but I'll take anything over nothing. So this is gonna do at least something for me. Remember, we need to make a lot of money, because on the last episode I did spend quite a lot, and since I am planning on spending even more, it's gonna be important for me to do this. So let's drop off this. We can make 3 triple shot espressos. That's gonna last us for quite a while. Okay, I can drop off the scarecrow right now somewhere along here, because I don't need it. And yeah, since it's actually start of the winter season, it's important for us to be picking up these secret notes. So because we were actually starting to pick up the secret notes, one of them is gonna actually tell you the correct combination to the Mermaid show. So 15423. So we're gonna take a look at the secret note one more time. Let's first head out to the event. We're going to be able to get a cup of coffee, and I'm going to be taking a snapshot for the market each day so that we can see when or who is participating in the event. I think it's gonna look pretty damn nice if I will be able to stretch out somehow the snapshot properly during the editing. And we have again the possibility to get 2 quests. So we have either Gus's famous omelet, we have seen this already twice, then we have the community cleanup, and I need to look up the quests, and we're gonna see Linus. So community cleanup. I have an idea that there's a lot of trash in the water. Why don't we fish out some of it to make the valley more beautiful? Linus. Okay, gather, then dump in the bin at the train platform. 20 trash item, except Joja Cola. Gathering counter works with crab pots. Okay, you get 500 gold, you get friendship with Linus, and you had those fiber seeds recipe, which I already talked about. So we definitely are going to be picking up this thing. We're going to have till the end of the week. And basically fiber is a problem, especially for lots of players eventually, just due to the fact that at the start of the game you have lots of it, and then suddenly you don't have enough because the only place where you can get fiber is in the mines. So by being able to mix seeds, 5 sap and 1 clay, you get 5 fiber seeds, which you can then be growing on your farm. And since I will be working with the beach farm, I can use the lower part of the farm to get the fiber growing, and maybe we're gonna get some decent supply out of that. So I'm gonna be picking up the community cleanup quest, and let's go participate in the event. Now, I'm not really sure when is the best time to take the snapshot, because at this time we can see that the people are just arriving to the event, so not everyone can be already prepared, but there are lots of things. I definitely want to grab my cup of coffee because we don't have to pay for it. And in the previous patches you were able to keep getting coffee like every 15 minutes or so. Unfortunately now you get only 1 coffee per day, so it's really bad. Now, this is one of the merchants who is gonna sell you a bunch of decorations, but I'm not that keen about this. We're gonna be taking a look at the... Damn it, I totally forgot to take the Trapper Bobber. I can theoretically get warped back home and then return here, but we will see how we will do with the fishing. We can talk to Emily. You know what, let's take the snapshot right now before I forget about it. Okay, so it's looking nice. There's Leah, Harvey, Clint, Penny, Abigail, Emily, Shane, Jasmine. That's all the NPCs today. There's also the guy who is selling you the artwork. There is the person who will tell you your fortune. We have Traveling Merchant, and we have the Mermaid Show. I'm gonna probably keep the Mermaid Show for tomorrow, so it's more beautiful end of the day. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to include this in the episode so that you can take a look at the snapshot. Okay, so let's take a look at who can tell us something, anything. I'm not really sure if I want to purchase these. Is this the parrot, which is sitting over here, or is it some different port? It doesn't really matter, we don't have that many painting. Let's take a look at what does this person have to offer to us. I'm not gonna be purchasing coffee beans for 2,500 gold right now. I'm sorry for that, but yeah. We're gonna pass on her inventory. She doesn't have anything that great, and we're gonna take the painting instead. This is why I kind of regret not being better friends with Willie at this time, because honestly, if we would have more things or more recipes from him, especially if you saw the Queen of Sauce versus NPC recipes, we already have access to one of the dishes which we can make, but later on when we reach 5 hearts or 7 or 9, we get even additional recipes and the buff lasts for a long time, and having the additional fishing, despite the fact that I already have level 10, would help us reel in some of those peskier fish. So that's that. I wanna see, where do I get the seeds? Because I don't see them being able to be purchased over here. Is it this shop? Yeah, so on the first day, he's gonna be selling, or she is gonna be selling, I'm not really sure who owns the ship, the spring season crops. Also, you have the capability to purchase rare crow. I'm not really that keen about these things, or cone hats. We're gonna be picking up some cauliflowers. We can theoretically use the bean starter for bean hot pot eventually if we level up our friendship with Clint, but I'm gonna probably just grab a couple of cauliflowers so that we have something to 24, that's 48, so this should be for 2 iridium quality sprinklers out of 8. We're gonna have to put down some strawberries, we're gonna have to put down some coffee, we're gonna have to put down some rhubarb, so I'm gonna see how the farming is gonna work during the season. We do have that one awkward seed for kale, so if I would to do this, we're gonna get eventually 20, so that is gonna work out for now. I don't really want to deal with the Mermaid show today. It's a beautiful show, I truly love the addition. We're gonna take the captain down and see if we can fish out something decent, and this is gonna cost us each day 1,000 gold, so hopefully I'm gonna be able to get some decent fish and not just bunch of seaweed. And as we go deeper and deeper, we're gonna also see in the windows different things floating around. So we have multiple options here of what we can actually catch. So let's go over those stats right now. I want to make the episode kind of nice for myself too, and make it a bit more challenging thing to edit later on, so it's more fun for me as well as for you to watch it. Otherwise, it would be just me playing the game, and let's face it, you can do way better. So, Winter Festival. Hold on, let me find it. So, Night Market, and okay, so these are the percentages when it comes to fishing submarine. Blobfish has 10%, Spookfish has 16%, Midnight Squid has 21%, the Yellow Sea Cucumber 5%, the Super Cucumber, which we also could theoretically give to the Wizard, has only 4%, Octopus has 2.2%, Pearl has 0.4%, and Seaweed has 41%. So just for the hell of it, I actually want to do one fun thing. What happens when we add up all these numbers? So we got 10 plus 16 plus 21 plus 5. That is equal to 52. Plus 4 plus 2.2 plus 0.4 plus 41. So that is equal to 99.6%. Haha! So there's some room for improvement. You hear that, Eric? There's some room for 0.4. So, I don't know, maybe put it into the pearl or increase the octopus chance. Okay, never mind that now. Let's go ahead and try to fish out something. Honestly, I have no idea if there's like a proper spot at which you should be trying to do the fishing. You can obviously see stuff floating around down here. I'm not even sure I've ever seen that before. But, of course, I'm reeling in the seaweed, so at least we're gonna have something nice for the fish ponds. And while I'm trying to reel in this fish, you have also the opportunity to watch out in those windows to see if something is gonna be floating around there. Sometimes you can see the midnight squid and other stuff, or something creepy and crawly like that. At least we know what the shrimp cocktail dish is made out of, right? That's one spooky looking shrimp. Okay, let's see if we're gonna be able to reel in something with this tackle. But on the next day, I'm definitely gonna have to bring the trapper bobber, and the one which I have at the farm is already kind of half used. So I'm not really sure what's gonna be the outcome. Okay, I'm not really sure I will be able to pull off iridium quality captures here because these fish are all kind of jumpy. Okay, we're getting blobfish. Do you have the midnight squid? I'm not really sure if I want to put another ice pip into one of the fish ponds because it's taking forever for them to increase in population, and sure, the roe is more valuable than sturgeon's caviar when you get it aged, but the thing is, if you don't get the same quantities, I'm not really sure if then the comparison has any point to be made, because if you get more sturgeon roe, at the end it's gonna be better, despite the fact that it's gonna take a whole lot more or twice as long to turn it into caviar. So we have the midnight squid actually floating around the submarine right now. And then there's that shrimp. It'd be fun if we can catch octopus. Actually fun that he has the coral being able to grow like this. I have no idea what the heck is that thing, but I want to catch it. Let's see what can we get, and eventually we're gonna have to go back to the surface. But the good news is that there is that magician with the warp totem, so we can get back to the farm rather quickly. We're definitely gonna be able to cover the expenses for 1,000 gold, which we need in order to return here. And I definitely would love to get a pearl, because we can get the pearl out of the mermaid show as well, but you can get that one only once, and I'm not really sure if we're gonna trigger a pearl here, because if we would, I'm guessing it would have the same reaction as the seaweed, and that is that you don't have to do this dance with some kind of a fish, and you will be able to just get it right out of the water. Can this be octopus? This is kind of really jumpy. Right? Is it just me? Come on, I know you want to join my backpack. Okay, unfortunately just a blobfish. Kind of disappointed there. I would love to showcase like all the fish and everything which can be caught here, but I'm not really sure I will have the capabilities to do so. Seriously, if I would be able to rock one trout soup, maybe it would help to improve my chances. But we're gonna see how this is gonna turn out. We still have some time. I'm gonna try to catch at least one more thing. It's gonna be 12 p.m. You know what, let's just call it quits and return to the surface, because it's gonna take some time for us to return back up. The time does not pause while we are moving, so it's gonna be like, what, 12:30 by the time I get to the guy who's gonna charge us for warping us back home. When we get outside, most likely none of the NPCs are gonna be still at the festival, or maybe only just the adults are gonna be present. But as you can see, everyone is already kind of packing their stuff. I do wonder if I can cast over here and reel in whatever is in there. But yeah, I'm definitely kind of sure that I will not be able to grab the nautilus shell for the sturgeon fish pond. God damn! Okay, I just caught a squid. Awesome. Maybe I will be able to make the fried calamari for Clint eventually when we befriend Jody enough. Okay, so I have room for something to be put into 3 kegs. And the question is, what do I want to keep out of all of these things? So let's do this. Let's take a look at blobfish, spookfish, and the midnight squid. And I'm gonna be comparing the aged roe value. So if we get the blobfish, if we have the artisanal skill, we're gonna get 784 gold for the aged roe, which is really good. Then for spookfish, we're gonna get only 392 gold. And for midnight squid, we're not gonna get anything for a roe. If you get the midnight squid to be dropped into the fish pond, most likely it will only give you the, squid ink. But let's just be on the safe side. So let's see if fish pond is gonna actually tell us if the midnight squid is gonna give us something. But I don't see it in the list of the species which can occupy the fish pond. Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so midnight squid can actually be thrown in. They might require like 3 corals or 2 sea urchins, 2 sardines, 1 ocean stone. I don't even know what the heck is an ocean stone. And yeah, it looks like they're gonna give you squid ink. I don't see any squid roe or something like this. So that's unfortunate. I'm gonna probably sell the better quality ones. I'm gonna keep the blobfish. I'm gonna definitely keep the squid. I'm gonna put the seaweed over here. We at least gathered what we used up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lovely preserve jars ready to be loaded with something good. So let's do, oh damn it, I even missed out more of these. Oh, 4 more. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is gonna give us something to work with. And those damn 2 kegs. Do I have anything which I can load in right now? You know what? Let's just do that tomorrow. I don't really want to end up sleeping outside. So let's see what's the damage for today. Okay, 18,700. The starfruit jelly definitely did help quite a lot. Coconut wine, cheese, aged lava eel roe, sea cucumber roe. Now we have lots of cash for the iridium quality winter forageables. This is why you want to make sure that you increase your foraging skill. This can be a decent chunk of change. And overall, I got 25,000 gold for this thing. So, really nice. And because Marnie is actually staying at the farm or at her ranch, what I might try to do today is go and purchase some additional goats. So we're gonna have 8 goats and I might go with more cows or something. I'm gonna see what will be exactly in the last barn. Now the pickaxe is done, so I'm gonna see Clint regarding this. Now let's take a look at the weather. So okay, the last event will have a bunch of snow, and today is also not that much of a lucky day. Okay. And you know what, since we're gonna be taking so many snapshots throughout the episodes, why not continue? Let's take a look at what awaits us on this day. Maybe it's gonna be something good. Okay, so we have bunch of Robin is working on that fish pond. We have stuff in the crab pots. I don't see anything besides that seaweed being washed up at the beach. None of the forageable seeds are ready. We have more crab pots, so yeah. Probably I'm gonna deal with all the crab pots, fish ponds, mushroom cave, take a look inside of the greenhouse, milk all the cows, and that should do it. So let me just prep this for the edit. And I'm gonna now do all this work and I'll talk to you in a couple of moments. Whoa, Iridium bar. Okay, this is gonna be kind of difficult to pull off. Okay, so the cheese is being done. It's actually kind of funny that if you do this, it almost looks like your character is practicing for volleyball. But we do have some more star fruit, which I need to pick up from here. So let's do that. Let's replace it with some more star fruit. We're going to take a look inside of the mushroom cave. And we're going to go see our Clint after we go see Marnie. Because I want to get those additional 4 goats for the second barn so that we can have more goats and then more milk and then make more money, and yeah, that's the whole plan for now. We're gonna put down 2 star fruits for wine brewing or wine production. Mushrooms are gonna get sold. Seeds are gonna be stored away. And let's go see Marnie. Let's take the obelisk shortcut. Hopefully she's gonna be there and she's gonna be willing to sell us 4 goats. I really need to find some proper place where to get a ton of wood. So we want 4 goats for the additional second barn. This is gonna also increase our consumption of hay, but we had like 527 last day, minus 16. So we should be fine, hopefully. That's an interesting name for a goat. And I'm gonna try to crack open a bunch of geodes at Wooly's shop or Clint's shop so that we have theoretically more iridium, because if one of the lava eels will require 1 iridium bar, I will require 2 more pieces of iridium in order to do that. And honestly, at this point, I would rather create an iridium quality sprinkler and plant additional forageable seeds in comparison to me actually giving an iridium bar to the lava eels. I know that they are awesome and that they can give me lots of money thanks to the lava eel row, but if I can choose, then I would choose probably the quality sprinkler. So let's grab all the geodes and let's head into the town, go see Clint and see what we can do. And I'm gonna get rid of this painting. I'm gonna try to hang it here because we do not have that many decorations. It's gonna free up some of the space in my backpack. It looks like the triple shot espresso has officially worn off, but that's perfectly fine. Still have a ton of time to do whatever we want to. I'm gonna try to stop by at Sandy's shop at the Oasis to pick up those rhubarbs for spring season eventually. But that is gonna have to wait for a while. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so Clint is not here. I totally forgot to see if Clint has any special plans for Yeah, Winter 16, of course. Even Winter 15, he has special program, so I will not be able to pick up the pickaxe until the next episode. So on 15, he was at 8:50 a.m. behind the counter at the blacksmith shop till 5 p.m. when he leaves the blacksmith shop to attend the night market, and at 12 he returns back home. And on the 16th at 9 a.m. behind the counter, 10:30 leaves the blacksmith shop to go to the waiting room of Harvey's clinic. 1:30 p.m. moves to the next examination room. 4 p.m. leaves the clinic to go to the saloon, and at 12 he returns back home. So he's actually gonna be using this event to go see the doctor. It's probably not that many people are gonna see him go to the doctor. Maybe he's ashamed, I don't know. Okay, let's get rid of the mixed seeds. 24 of those. Okay, now what do we need to do in order? Robin's resource rush, thank you. A dark regent, thank you. Now the community cleanup. I need to gather 20 pieces of trash and dump the trash in the recycling bin behind the train station platform. So I totally forgot about that. So on the next episode, hopefully we're gonna get a ton of trash, and I'm gonna be able to dump it on behind the train station's platform in order to do whatever it is that I need to do now, because we have some spare time to kill. My idea is to go wherever I can to gather some wood, because we are low on this resource and that is gonna be bad. Okay, we can also make some cheese. So let's make some additional cheese. So cinder sap woods theoretically can work for me, but I'm not really sure if there are that many trees which have reached full maturity. Also, I'm not really sure why I did not take the obelisk. It's probably because I'm talking and doing stuff at the same time, and I'm horrible at multitasking, apparently. So let's see if we're gonna find just about anything here, and if not, I'm gonna try to go to the train station. I'm just gonna chop down those oaks which I have planted there for the purpose of getting the tappers installed on them, but because it's taking me forever to commit to that properly and ramp up my production of the kegs, it's just gonna be easier for me to get the resource from there, and we still have time before we participate in the second day of the night market, so woohoo! Okay, there are a bunch of trees here, so I'm gonna shut up for a while, demolish the local fauna. I mean flora. And I'll talk to you in a couple of seconds. Cannot believe I just totally messed up so much and mixed up my animals with my plants. Okay, so 167 wood is a terrible outcome, but it's better than nothing. So I'll take it. I at least did manage to come across some crystal fruit. We're gonna go and try to do that fishing. Unfortunately, our tackle here is almost completely worn off. So I will need to grab the other bobber and see what can be done when it comes to me doing the art of fishing. So 248, that is not gonna cut it for a barn. We're gonna require 450, and then we're gonna require 550 for the deluxe barn. And I'm not really sure if I want to go see Robin and spend most of my hard-earned cash on purchasing wood. I'm gonna have to come up with some better plan. Okay, I do have the possibility to do something with the row, so let's do that. Also, the cheese is done. Let's grab the lava eel row. That is gonna give us more cash, and it's gonna take less amount of time in comparison to the sturgeon row and caviar. We can do the cheese, and I can go to the night market, take the other snapshot, and see what can we get. Right after, I do not forget to pick up. I really don't want to be dealing with barbed hook, to be perfectly honest. It's a nightmare because you cannot work with the tackle while it's basically triggered by whatever fish latches onto it. So we're gonna take the trap bobber, and we're gonna have that additional one to help us out. Theoretically, I can also take the thrust spinner to eventually equip if those two are gonna get worn off. We are gonna be reaching 7 p.m. soon, so hopefully everyone who's supposed to be there is gonna be there already. Rest are gonna be either at the town or at home or doing God knows what else. And also I will need to keep in mind that I cannot recycle any of the trash, and I will need to keep it for the event. So we're gonna go. There's Vincent. He wants to ride a boat. We have Demetrius, Maru. We're gonna grab our cup of Joe. We have Caroline, Haley. We have Marnie. We should see Robin somewhere too. You're not gonna see any difference in the inventory of the merchant. We're gonna interact with all the lovely ladies. What do you mean? I'm getting all my holiday shopping done tonight. Let me know if you see Pierre coming. Why? He only loves one thing. So, fine purple silk. You can't find that at Joja Mart. No, you cannot. Okay, let's see if this lady is gonna disappoint me again. Yes, she has disappointed me again. How is that even possible? We have Mayor Lewis here. We're gonna purchase the painting for 1,200. I'm not gonna be able to fish over here, but I do want to take the snappy snapshot so that we have the participation for the second day. Okay, let's take a look at it. So, looks like Sebastian is still coming behind Vincent, and he's gonna stop by somewhere, and we have met all the other participants. So let's do some of that fishing if possible, and then we're gonna go see the Mermaid show. So let's do this thing. Wish me luck. The only thing which I dislike about participating in the submarine event is the fact that it cuts out the beautiful music for the winter festival. I really love that track. It's my jam, like they say. I think that's what they still say, right? Okay, come on, halfway there. Maybe if I would play with some of these nozzles, I would be able to... or switches, maybe if I flick around a few of them, we're gonna descend a bit faster. What do you say? Unfortunately, before the doors are fully opened and the light is turned green, you are not able to start your fishing. So yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly it is that I'm expecting to get out of this, because it's like 8:40 already. Ooh, mermaid! Did you see it? Did you see it? Who saw the mermaid? I saw the mermaid. Okay, this is a little jumpy. I do wonder what this is gonna be. I do wonder if I'm gonna be able to reel it in. That would actually suck if I would lose some of these things. I want to say octopus, but I'm gonna guess it's blobfish. Yep. That's one difficult fish to reel in. And there's lots of stuff swimming in the water. I think they might be the sea cucumbers. I mean, you have those slight chances to catch them, so... who knows? Your fishing tackle has worn off. Okay, so we're gonna have to actually equip the trapper bobber. After I catch whatever this is, if I'll be able to catch it, because without the trapper bobber, it's a bit more difficult. So let's go and equip this. They are biting in here, so I'm gonna keep casting. And we're gonna try to stay here until like 11 something so that I can then still go and see the mermaid show and grab that pearl. Please stop giving me seaweed, it's really annoying. Actually, it's also using up my bait. Come on. Pearl, octopus, anything more rare. I'll take the spookfish. Okay, this is a bit jumpy. So far I did not ruin this. I already earned this. So it's not gonna be that much of a great quality. Okay, silver star. That is so far the best one I have yet. So still gonna put in like hour point something, and then we're gonna do the mermaid show. Come on, don't screw this up. Seriously wonder what trout soup or lobster bisque or any of the dishes which increase your fishing would do in here. We still haven't caught the glacier fish. That's also a thing which I need to consider. This looks like a blobfish because it's super jumpy. Don't understand how it's possible for such fish to be so agile, but I'll take it. Ooh, that's so pretty. Okay, if we're not gonna get anything by 30, I'll call it quits. Okay, so let's go back up. We have one more day to try and catch a few more of these species. I'm gonna probably put at least the blobfish into a fish pond so that I have some more valuable roe and some more challenges to increase their population. I'm gonna see what I'll do with the spookfish and the other species. But yeah, I think that'll be it for the episode. I hope you did enjoy it. It's always a pleasure to bring you the night market for the winter season. My name is Max, these are not your professional walkthroughs. If you want to know more about the channel, link is in the description. I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, hopefully you are staying safe, and for more fun content, consider subscribing as I publish content on a weekly basis for playthroughs, comparisons, discussions, guides, whatever I manage to put together. Link is in the description. Stay safe out there, and see you at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye for now. Okay, I have to call it quits because it's gonna be 1:50 soon, and I don't want to end up passing out during the mermaid show because I'll be sleeping with the fishes otherwise. You can make it inside! Whew. Hate the fact that I had to abandon that show. But I thought when you participate in it, you actually pause the time. Damn. We're gonna have to do this one more time on the next episode.